we need to distract people because people are going to get scared. Right. So let's throw race in here. We know how this country is about race. Let's throw that in the mix. And that's what we're doing. Creating another situation to get other people distracted and talking about something else.
And it's a shame because what we're doing is we're making it to where people are now feeling awkward to be able to interact online. The thing about having takes online is like you can have a take. Let's say your take is pineapples don't go on pizza.
Okay.
You know, you'll start there. Next thing you know, you're growing online. You end up having to have more and more controversial takes.
Of course, because you gotta top it.
Yeah, until you offend the wrong person or the right person.
Or the wrong group of people.
And then next thing you know, oh, it was a joke. It was all a joke. It was all a ruse.
Yep.
I'm like, well, where was your conviction? I thought this was your opinion on something. All of a sudden, it's a joke because you've seemed to piss off a number of people. And you have to do all these apologies and such. It's like...
Start backpedaling and start being apologetic. And you lose your authenticity when you do that.
Right. If you don't feel as victimized as we do, then you have been brainwashed by the system.
Okay, then we start the suffrage raise. Is it Jewish people that suffer more? Or is it the LGBTQ community that suffer more? Is it black people? Right. It becomes a ridiculous... Look, we've all suffered, no matter what you've been through.
We have to stop comparing our own traumas to each other, first and foremost. Yes. But also, you have to stop taking away my agency to choose. We didn't rehearse this.
Nope. No rehearsal.
So here it is.
Here we go.
Digital Blackface.
Wait, what?
Okay, so this is
the intro.
So this is a CNN article called "What is Digital Blackface?" So digital blackface is a practice of where white people co-opt online expressions of black imagery, slang, catchphrases, or culture to convey comic relief or express emotions.
Okay.
But what they're saying is that pretty much anytime a white person pretty much shares like a GIF or anything that has a black person in it.
So like when Dave Chappelle was doing the crack thing and picking up the bus. So that's not okay for them to do now? How are we marketing? So are we saying we're claiming anything with other races in it? If I'm white, I can't use anybody else, any GIF or anything else with no other culture.
According to this article, I mean, see, this is
what is going on?
It's wild now.
It's a double standard. So that means everybody else gets a free pass, but then the white people, you're doing the exact same thing. You discriminating against a group of people. You're doing the exact same thing. Like I mean,
don't get me wrong. Blackface.
It's not. I'm not saying
blackface is bad.
It is.
But this digital blackface thing. Now we're getting crazy. So my definition of digital blackface that would be negative would be if someone were to be like a VTuber where they're playing or pretending to be a black character online.
See, that was more of what I would see that as. That's what I was thinking. Okay, they're pretending to be a black character and conveying themselves as, and then they try to take on the mannerisms of what they believe it to be.
Right.
And then you find out, whoa, you know, this is Brandon.
Well, like that AI rapper.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I mean, he got away with it almost. You know, for the middling kids.
Yeah, but if you're saying that people can't share like memes and gifs of the culture, like
it's getting out of control.
If we're producing, if we're using our culture to produce things for the greater audience to enjoy, we can't get upset if the greater audience is enjoying them.
That's the whole point. Oh, this is funny. I'm going to share this with my family friend. So now that's what's going to happen next. So if we're going to monopolize that, so when somebody shares something, do they get flagged or something like that? Or is there a police that's going to be involved?
I'm like, oh, you're racist. You can't. Well, see, and that's the thing. It's... I feel like it's these black people that make us all look bad because
it's just a small minority group, just a small sector. It's they're extremes though. That's what it is.
Well, they're extremists. Like they're definitely black superiorists or whatever you call it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. You know, it's all about holding people accountable, and I've got to hold these people accountable in the community. Not everything is racist. Not everything is hate speech.
It's the victimization, though. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
a victim mindset. Like, you're encouraging it. And if you're doing it, your kids are doing it, it keeps this perpetual thing going.
It's like, I don't want to play this game, man, for years and years.
Why are we so sick? What is going on? Did this just recently happen? Is it
Right.
just a thing they're pushing now? Is it just a new
Well, you know what's funny is like, if you don't feel as victimized as we do, then you have been brainwashed by the system.
Okay, then we start the suffrage raids. Is it Jewish people that suffer more? Or is it the LGBTQ community that suffer more? Is it black people,
Right.
Hispanic? It becomes a ridiculous look. We've all suffered, no matter what you've been through.
We have to stop comparing our own
Stop
traumas
that.
to each other first and foremost. But
Yes.
also, you have to stop taking away my agency to choose. It's like, yeah, I understand. People go through things. We all live different lives.
Yes.
Even as a community where we all look similar or alike. We all go through similar traumas, but at the same time, not so much. I don't go through the same things that he goes through.
Just vice versa.
It's getting weird. It's getting extremely.
People are complicating things to justify why they think. So when they act out or say things, well, this is why, and they're just trying to come up with more reasons to skate out of accountability.
Right.
I think that's really what it is. They're just trying to find more outs. More cards to pull out on the table. Oh, well, this is why I did this. Oh, Karen here shared the GIF, and it had Felicia on it, and that offended me because she's not black. What does she know about Friday?
Look at CNN promoting this shit though, because you got to look at it. It's like a lot of these media outlets, a lot of this stuff is being pushed in your face.
It's puppeteering. CNN does it. Fox does it. Your local TV. Look, they're all reading a script. It's all to distract you from what's going on. Nothing's been going on. We all know Ukraine and everything's going on, and nothing's been going on. So what are we going to do? We need to distract people because there's possible recession with all these banks closing down and going. We need to distract people because people are going to get scared. Right. So let's throw race in here. We know how this country is about race. Let's throw that in the mix. And that's what we're doing. Creating another situation to get other people distracted and talking about something else.
And it's a shame because what we're doing is we're making it to where people are now feeling awkward to be able to interact online.
It's a joke. You can't even joke with people anymore, regardless.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, and this is this is a take, and it's kind of related, but also not related.
Okay.
The thing about having takes online is like you can have a take. Let's say your take is pineapples don't go on pizza.
Okay.
You'll start there. Next thing you know, you're growing online. You end up having to have more and more controversial takes.
Of course, because you got to top it.
Yeah, until you offend the wrong person or the right person.
Or the wrong group of people.
And then next thing you know, oh, it was a joke. It was all a joke. It was all a ruse.
Yep.
I'm like, well, where was your conviction? I thought this was your opinion on something. All of a sudden, it's a joke because you've seemed to piss off a number of people. And you have to do all these apologies and such. It's like...
Start backpedaling and start being apologetic. And you lose your authenticity when you do that.
Right.
So it's like, I get it. You built whatever you built, your social media, whatever you built up. You don't want to lose it all. You've worked hard. You worked years. We all get that. But people will lose a lot more respect for you when you do that and say, well, look, you're just proving them wrong. You're just proving them exactly right. Well, you are. We thought it was racist. And then you're sitting here, oh, well, no, that's not what I meant. No. And then you start trying to, take it down, pull it off of things, taking all your clips out. Now you look mad guilty.
Right.
Mad guilty when you do that. So.
Man, but, I mean, if you want to speak on racism, there's... let's unpack the pack of worms right here. Oh. So there's two types of racism in my book. Okay. There's a left and the right. So the right, I call them the hard R racism. They are the hard R racist.
The hard R. Okay.
But the left, these racists, these motherfuckers, man.
Sneaky.
These motherfuckers would be the people who would they turn off fucking George Strait when I walk in a room and put on some Tupac.
Oh, man. I call those Transformers, man.
Yeah.
Them Transformers. Come on. Listen, it's happened to you. It happens to probably a lot of people of color. When people try to make you feel comfortable in a way or to make themselves seem like they're more woke.
Right.
More woke than anything else. Yeah, man, I was bumping Tupac and Biggie. You like this one? It's a good song.
It's like, maybe I like George Strait.
Exactly. Who says I don't like the genre? Maybe I like dubstep. Maybe I like... Why are you changing your music genre just because I entered a room? Why are we changing the vibe?
Right.
Because I'm in here. This isn't a club.
Right.
What are you doing?
Unless you guys were listening to some off-brand podcast, like it shouldn't really matter. It's music, but it's funny how one side's trying to push the whole, while the other side's kind of perpetuating these racist stereotypes towards minorities. We're the good guys over here, and I'm like, no, we're not.
They're just more upfront. That's all it is.
You remember Joe Biden when he was running for president?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black.
Yeah. These campaigns were wild.
Oh, man, dog.
Oh, God. Just to get a group of people to vote for you.
I guess I ain't black. But then again, I didn't vote for the other guy.
Yeah, I didn't either. It sucked.
Oh, man, it's funny. But back to where we're at. It's like digital blackface. It exists. I will acknowledge that, yeah, it can exist. But the way that people are trying to define it is absolute and utter buffoonery.
It is.
With that said, my name is Malcolm Eugene.
Will Robertson here.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000,000 on this channel, hopefully by the summer or maybe the end of the year. I don't know how fast this is going to grow. Comment what you guys think. Let's not make this a whole thing about... Well, no, the video's about racism. Fuck it. Feel however you want to feel.
Exactly. Express it. Let us know.
So, yeah, with that said, we are outro.